Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Great. I love the energy. I'm so excited to be here, and I hope that you are just as excited. Now that you've had a little bit of time to get to know one another and settle into your dorms, it's my honor to officially welcome you to the 2016 Minnesota Business Venture. My name is Emily Wickert, and I am so pleased to have been asked to kick off the St. John's University camp this year. I know that some of you are here because you want to learn and grow this summer. Perhaps you've thought about a career in business one day. And some of you are here because mom and dad thought business camp would be a great alternative to you clicking away on your smartphone all summer. I know that there's a few of you out there. Regardless of your reasons for being here, I know that this week will be a great opportunity for you all, and that you will walk away with skills and information that will help you move forward in your own goals for your future. I myself am a Minnesota Business Venture alumni. I attended my first camp as a student quite a few years ago, and I completely changed my life. Not only did I gain valuable skills that continued to benefit me over the years, but I also created lasting relationships with many of the people that are now your resident business leaders who will guide you through this week. After my first summer with MBV, I returned for 5 more camps. Each year, working my way up to the various positions on the team, working alongside talented staff members who continue to make this great camp possible. I want you to keep that in mind this week as you meet people. This camp is a great opportunity to build relationships and network with professionals from businesses all over Minnesota who are looking to one day hire passionate, engaged, and talented individuals like yourself. All right, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about why, as a first-year camper, I dreamed I would one day be the keynote speaker for this great organization. And now, years later, I have made that dream a reality. There are many reasons I found myself here today, but one that I think is of highest importance is that I not only set goals, but I take the time to write them down. Now, I see some of your faces, and I think I may have even seen an eye roll or two. But I'm telling you, writing down your goals makes all the difference. By a show of hands, I'd like to see how many of you have goals. All right, if you take a moment to look around, you notice that every single person in this room has their hands raised. All right, go ahead and put them down. Now, how many of you actually take the time to write them down, set benchmarks, and assess your success, whether it's weekly, monthly, or yearly? If you take a look around, you can see that not very many people have their hands raised. I'm here to talk to you about why it's important to not only set goals, but that the key to success is actually writing them down. By doing this, you are holding yourself accountable to what you say you're going to do. Do you see these notebooks here? These are filled with goals that I have set over the year for myself. Whether it was graduating college with a particular GPA, running my first 5K race, raising money for my first car, or getting into graduate school, I took the time to write them down. I wrote down the steps I needed to take in order to reach those goals and how I would measure my success. It doesn't matter what type of goal you set. The basic guideline to goal setting can be applied to anything that you want to achieve. The most important part is that you hold yourself accountable and you will find success. In an article by Forbes magazine, they shared a study done by Gail Matthews at Dominican University, and her study showed that people who took the time to write their goals down accomplished significantly more than those who didn't write them down at all. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would love to be significantly more accomplished than the average Joe. All right, so now we've touched on why it's important to write down our goals, but what are our goals themselves? Do you know what your goals are? When we are participating in the goal setting process, it is crucial to know what your vision is and what you want to accomplish. Figuring out your goals is the fun part. You get to dream as little or as big as you'd want. Take a minute to think about what your personal goals are. They don't have to be anything crazy. They could be some short-term goals, things that you'd like to accomplish in maybe 6 months or less, or long-term goals, maybe a year or more out. I see that you all have a piece of paper and a pen. I want you to take just a minute to write down 3 of your own goals. So I want you all to take just a second to write those down for me, okay? All right, I see Some of you were pretty quick, you got those down pretty fast, and look at that. You're already off to a great start with the goal setting process. That was easy for a lot of you. The next step is making those goals measurable. What that means is that you need to set a timeline for your success. Identify first whether or not your goal is a short-term or a long-term goal. Again, a short-term goal is something that you probably want to accomplish in about 6 months or less. This could be getting a better grade in a class, running a faster mile by the end of the summer, or landing your first part-time job. If you're setting a long-term goal, you're hoping to accomplish this in maybe a year or more. This could be getting into the college of your choice, buying your first car, or becoming an MVV staff member next summer. Whether your goals are short-term or long-term, set reasonable time frames for you to achieve them. This helps you keep on track and motivates you to keep working towards those goals as you move closer to the due date that you have set for yourself. Next, you need to set benchmarks in order to identify when you've been successful. For most of us, our goals are the final result of lots of little successes along the way. By setting benchmarks, we're able to break down our goals into smaller, more manageable steps, and we're able to accomplish success. Let's say one of your goals is to run a half marathon. Obviously, running 13.1 miles is the overall goal, but you're not going to be able to walk out of this store, take off down the road, and hope to be successful. Breaking down the goal into smaller distances in order to achieve the overall goal is less intimidating. And this gives you a greater chance for success. So maybe benchmarks of 3 miles, 6 miles, or even 9 miles may be a great place to start. If you do find yourself moving slower towards your goals than you thought, that's okay. You're in charge of your benchmarks. You're in charge of your goals. So you can adjust those benchmarks as you need. The point is just to constantly be moving forward, not necessarily getting there as fast as possible. So last, but certainly not least, you must celebrate your success. This is by far my favorite part of the goal setting process. Think about how you want to reward yourself for achieving each benchmark of success. What are you going to do when you finally achieve that long-standing goal? The satisfaction of achieving our goals is rewarding, but rewarding yourself further for a job well done is equally as important. I myself plan to reward myself with a massage once I finish my first half marathon. Think about what's important to you and use that as motivation along your journey. Now, I hope by now you have a good idea of the steps you need to take in order to reach your goals. It seems really simple, but I truly believe that writing down your goals has impacted my life positively in many ways. I participate in the goal setting process each day, each month, and each year. I set goals for what I need to accomplish during my work day or work week. Each month, I sit down and write out what I hope to accomplish in the upcoming month. And each year, I don't set New Year's resolutions. I set goals that I know I'm going to work towards to achieve. This has helped me grow as an individual, as a team member at work, and in my personal life. I'm so happy to have had the opportunity to share this information with you today, and I hope as you work through this week, you remember your 3 goals that you have set and look for opportunities to reach or set benchmarks and inevitably find your success. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great week. Keep up this energy and remember why you're here this week, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much.